trembling tracks. Just look at this place.
Don't worry, Toby. Just wait for your signal, then you can cross safely to the station.
Look out, you silly little tram!
Whoa!
And learn your signals!
Sorry, Gordon.
Don't worry, Toby. Try again. You can do it.
One of them must be mine.
Toby, watch out and wait for your signal.
Sorry, Henry. These signals are so confusing. Whoops!
All morning, Toby went backwards and forwards,
Sorry.
forwards and backwards.
Oh! My fault.
He was making himself more and more confused as the signals turned from green to red and back again.
Oh, my.
Oh, Toby, do get a move on. My buffers are aching.
Hold on, Henrietta. I'm going in.
Where's he going?
Toby, those were our passengers.
Good morning, Toby. Isn't it a lovely day? That's funny. Toby always says hello.
Oh, it blows my boiler.
Don't worry, Toby. It's simple. The only signal you need to watch is the one directly above your line. Everything else will take care of itself.
Really?
Ah, there you are, Toby. You must hurry, or these workmen will be late for work.
I'll get them to the quarry on time, sir. You'll see. I'm not afraid of Knapford Junction. Directly above my line.
Every engine on Sodor knows Toby doesn't know his signals. It must be green by now. Hurry up! Your signal must have gone green by now, Toby. You must be absolutely, positively right. The signal must be broken. Well done, Toby. Going through a red signal could be most dangerous. You are a really useful steam tram.
Toad was happy not to listen to Oliver's stories for a while, but he didn't like the idea of sitting around doing nothing. He wanted an adventure all of his own. So Toad was coupled up to James. He was delighted to be heading off to Vicarstown.
I don't suppose you see splendid engines like me on your Little Western line very often.
No, sir.
But did you know I am the brightest red engine on the whole island of Sodor?
Yes, sir. I could see that.
You could travel for miles around and not find a better engine than me.
Do we have to go so fast, Mr. James? Please slow down, sir. This is dangerous. Oliver would never go this fast with a full load.
Nonsense! I know what I'm doing. I go this fast all the time. You see, Toad? Nothing slows me down. Oh! Oh no!
Oh, Mr. James, what was that?
We've hit a branch! Stop the cars!
I'm trying, Mr. James, I'm trying.
Cinders and ashes!
Whoa!
Thomas, look out!
Percy! Oh no! We're going to have a crash!
Toad knew he had to save them all now.
He's going to hit us! You have caused confusion and delay. I demand to know how this happened. The thing is, I was going too fast.
There was a fallen branch on the line, sir.
Toad was still thinking about what Dowager Hatt had said to him. He felt very proud.
Thanks for your help today, Toad.
And thank you very much, sir.
Call me James.
It all started when I was coupled to Mr. James, and he started to go a bit too fast. By the time we reached Gordon's Hill, we were going so fast my wheels were shaking.
Well, that don't sound like much of an adventure, Toad.
But that's not all. That's when we saw a branch had fallen on the line.
Oh, I thought you sometimes pulled cars too.
There had been a lot of rain on the island of Sodor, and the rivers were high. Harold was flying over Duck's branch line when he saw that the track had been flooded.
Oh.
Ah, James, you have no job at the moment. Duck is stuck in the floodwater and needs to be lifted out. Huh. I thought ducks liked being in the water. James, come on, Rocky. We have to rescue Duck.
And James pulled away before Rocky's crane arm had been secured.
Duck's had the accident. We're just going to rescue him.
Oh, that was close.
Then, as they approached the flooded track, James saw a signal that warned him to slow down.
Huh? What was that?
What was what?
But a signal is very important indeed.
It's cold and wet in here.
Keep your steam in, Duck. We're coming to rescue you.
The water has put out my firebox.
There you go. Help has arrived. Honestly, I thought ducks liked being in the water.
James thought this was very funny. Meanwhile, Oliver was coming along Duck's branch line too, but he didn't see any signal warning him to stop or slow down.
Oliver, why didn't you look where you were going? There was a yellow signal back there.
I didn't see any signal.
By this time, Harold had seen what was going on, and he flew back to fetch Sir Topham Hatt.
Thank you, Rocky.
You're welcome, Duck. I'm very sorry, sir, but it must be my fault. I must have knocked down the signal pole. My crane arm wasn't secured, and I was swinging about.
Actually, sir, I suppose it was my fault. I didn't give Rocky time to secure his crane arm properly. That's why he was swinging about. I can't say that I am very happy about this, James. But I am proud of you for admitting what you have done.
That night, Duck stayed at Tidmouth Sheds so he could help with all the extra passengers in the morning. James thought he was a bit annoying.
You know, days like today remind me of summers back on the Great Western Railway.
Oh, here we go.
We carried so many holiday makers, they used to call it the Sunshine Line. In those days, I used to pull slip coaches. Coaches which could be uncoupled without even stopping.
Wow! I've never heard of slip coaches before.
You had to be careful, though. Go too slow in the station and they'd bump into the back of you.
And James told Sir Topham Hatt all about the slip coaches and how they help avoid delays.
But it wasn't my idea. It was James's.
What?
That's right, sir. thanks to me, there will be no delays on Sodor today.
But I told James about the slip coaches.
All aboard! I'll get you there on time with my brand new slip coaches.
Do you think James knows what he's doing?
But James liked everyone to see his shiny red paint, so he slowed down.
Hello, everybody. Glad to be of service.
The last coach couldn't stop and bumped into the back of the other slip coaches. But after that, the slip coaches refused to move.
We won't go with James.
Hello, Duck. Hello, Slippies.
Do you mean to say you know these slip coaches, Duck?
Of course. I used to pull them on the Great Western Railway, as I was telling James last night.
Suddenly, Sir Topham Hatt understood. James had only pretended to know about slip coaches. Really, it was all Duck's idea.
Duck, perhaps you would like to pull the slip coaches around Sodor. If that's all right with them, of course.
Yay, Duck!
Of course it is.
Capital idea.
So Duck took over pulling the slip coaches. And even though it was the busiest day Sodor had ever seen, thanks to Duck and the slip coaches, everyone reached their destinations on time. And all the passengers agreed it was a very good railway indeed.
Hello! It's me, Thomas, the #1 blue tank engine. I've learned so many new things on my worldwide adventure that I love sharing. Let's discover more!